Hello and welcome back to Fee Gaming. Today we're going to continue playing The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. We had just saved the runts from their own stupidity and get themselves locked up in the Esmalis tower with a bunch of monsters. And before we do anything, we're going to talk to the people around the village, see if anything has changed. Ugh. It's already that time again. I put in a good day's work today. I guess it's about time I closed up the shop. Estelle, Joshua, I'm looking forward to hearing about the other great things from you. Okay. Well, I'd better get dinner ready. Estelle, Joshua, would you like to join us for dinner? I'll whip you up something delicious. Today is not a good day. Are you trying to say that my cooking isn't good anymore? Huh? You used to tell me how delicious my cooking was when you were a little girl, but now... It's not like that at all. I'm really sorry if we've upset you in any way, but our dad's waiting at home for us. I see. I'm sure your father wants you home for dinner. Poor Cassius will be all alone in that house by himself. If you'd like, you can come eat over any time. You need energy to function, so you'll need to get some nutrition from somewhere. Share is also welcome anytime. Reason why she's saying that is because she knows Estelle's cooking is questionable. For backwards town, these stores do carry pretty nice selection of goods. But the Bell Kingdom definitely has a different feel with all these ornaments everywhere. I'd better get in the mood to do business starting tomorrow, or I'm going to face some serious financial repercussions. Ah, this must be the rich lady from the restaurant. I'm not very good with names, I probably forget most of the names. Hey there, Roller's 2 newest braces. I look forward to your success. I'm about ready to close up shop, so if you have any purchases to make, I ask that you be quick about it. Anything else? Nope. Okay. But I do need to buy something, or at least see if I need to buy something. I've already got the Bell News, if I'm not mistaken. I might want to... How much money do I have? Not enough. How much would that run me? My brain's farting. Too much. Yeah, that was about 5k. The sun's already setting. I guess it's about time I got dinner ready. I sure wish a woman who could cook would appear in my son's life. Well, I guess Estelle's out. Poor lady would have a heart attack if she tried Estelle's cooking. Anything over here? Estelle and Joshua. Thanks for rescuing Luke and Pat. Miss Holden was talking lots about you guys and saying that you did a great job. Thanks, Uni. Of all things, I heard that Pat and Luke took off to the tower north of here. I also heard that you'd rescued them as they were being attacked by monsters. You did well. That's just what I'd expect from Cassius's kids. Yeah, well. What's wrong?
To be honest, Dad was one who saved us all in the end.
Ha ha! You kids are still young. You'll continue to grow and mature. Uni came back too, and so all I can say is, I'm just glad that everyone's safe.
He's a big softy at heart. Okay. Here we go again. My father is overly strict with my husband. My husband works so hard, I wish my father would give him some time to adjust to the work without complaining. Ah yes, this was the lumberjack guy.
My son-in-law shouldn't be getting all cocky just because he's gotten a little better at the work. He's still not fit to be my successor, or my daughter's husband. He needs to be able to bear the weight of Roland's timber industry on his shoulders.
Man, I'm beat. I just managed to get enough wood out for the order I received, but my father-in-law won't even acknowledge my efforts. I guess I'm just going to have to work harder. Well, the trick there is, respect the guy, but don't let him tell you what you have to do. That's your business, not his. Verbally speaking, I know it's technically still his business in the game, but I mean, the amount of effort you put in is your own achievement, not his. I just received word from my husband that they discovered a new lode in the mine. I think that's mining terminology, or it could be game specific, I'm not sure though. I think it's just like a new ore vein or something. Unfortunately, it'll only be my daughter and I at home for dinner tonight. Daddy said he can't come home from work today. Poor child. Now, I don't usually like children, honestly. But that one I can kind of understand.
Oh, it's this late already. I guess it's time to close up shop. You kids quit loitering around here and get yourselves home, you hear?
If you're aiming to become a first-class bracer, mastering oboe arts will probably be essential. We'll get a number of bracers stopping by the shop. They always modify their openings after checking them first. His voice has changed again. Let's get some more slots open. We wanted Josh to get his... did I not get any water Sepith? That sucks. Never mind. Any more from Gossip Claire? I've heard that you two have had some major I'm gonna try that again. Right, from the top. I've heard that you two have had some major success recently, Estelle and Joshua. I knew I was right to keep my eye on you two. Keep up the good work. I'm a fan of for both of you. She's one that keeps shipping them. Which, to be fair, they are effectively a romantic couple anyway. I don't care what anyone says about them being so-called adopted siblings. That just means they're not related. And she's sleeping. And I can't talk to the cat. Ah ha ha ha, Simon! It was certainly worth coming here to do business this time. It seems as though I'll be able to stock up on the set tune as planned. It might even be worth staying in Roland for a little while longer. that reminds me. I heard a new load was discovered in the Malga mine. This may be something to look forward to. Okay. Welcome, you two. Stop by and have a bite to eat every once in a while, okay? If I ask my mom and dad, I could probably get you to a free meal. I'll get back to work after this next drink, or maybe the drink after that. Has this guy been at the pub the entire day? Oh hey, oh my god, I'm brain farting bad. Oh hey there, Estelle and Joshua. Ridge. It looks like you two had a pretty rough first day. Was everything alright without Cassius being around? The chef here makes good use of his ingredients to really bring out the hometown flavour. Roland has a lot of farms, right? Personally, I recommend our vegetarian menu. Nah, meat all the way. Chicken, pork, beef. Oh, I do like a good steak. But personally, my personal favourite is pork joints with crackling on it. Oh, I do like the fat. Okay, I haven't learned that recipe, so I'll buy that. Not learned that recipe either, so I'll buy that. And not learned that one, so I'll buy that. Okay, anyone else to talk to? Well, we're busy. This is the time this place gets most crowded. After I finish with all these orders, I need to get ready for tomorrow. Jesus Christ, this poor guy. Usually they'd have at least someone to help with the kitchen, assistant maybe. Or at least someone to do the dishes. Speaking of which, where's the sink? Does he just clean everything in these? Oof. Also, none of these houses have toilets. Let's see. That should be about it with the accounting for today. I'd better get ready to close up shop for the day. Wait, anything else? I don't think there's going to be any second statements right now. Because this is still the prologue chapter, you know? Let's see how the pervert's been doing. How utterly disappointing. There wasn't a single chick who was my type. There was a chick on flight from Bose yesterday. She had a stranger accent, but she was quite the looker. I wonder if she's still in Roland. I think he's talking about the rich lady. Okay, next to the hotel. Estelle, I've heard the news. It seems like you've finally become a bracer, haven't you? I'm praying for your success. Oh, thanks. Anyone else in here? Now, the way this game really lays out its main story is the mayor's residence is east of town and the Bracer Guild is south of the clock tower. I think I've got the basic layout of this town now. Why would she need that? The basic layout of the story though is main story, whenever something major happens, you want to talk to everyone because they may have something new to talk about, maybe relevant information, maybe a free item, you know? You learn more about this, the story and the setting because this game is very heavy on those. and then the information that you get can actually help you complete the task more easily, or the items you get can do the same thing. I wonder what I should do about the menu this evening. Maybe I should discuss it with the missus. And when it comes to side quests, you get multiple different timestamps, for example. In most games, side quests, you can pretty much do whatever you want. But for this one, it's if you don't do the short-term ones before you continue the main story, they're gone forever. The medium ones is 2 different story steps, and then the long is 3 different story steps. And so you do kind of have to interact with things. And then there's also a couple of hidden quests, which you only get from talking to people, and they can have some really good rewards. Let's see, maybe I should start making preparations for dinner with Lita. Today I'm thinking about making my husband's favorite corn cream stew, but maybe I'd better check with Lita first. Well, it seems like both of you will have the same idea. Converse and figure out what they want. Personally though, that does sound gorgeous. Bit of chicken in there too. When I think about the days after the 100 Days War ended, there is something amazing about the reconstruction of the Liberal Kingdom. Normalization of diplomatic ties with the Empire, development of orbital technology, fostering trade. Queen Alicia's political finesse is really something else. I think the 100 Days War is going to have a pretty important role to play in the backstory of at least one of the characters, judging by how often they bring it up. Oh, church. Another day has passed. There is nothing better than peace. War should never happen again. I mean, it's bad, but it does have its uses. It's one of those things that's like, if you never have war, you never have development. And war is generally used in search of freedoms and rights. So it's like, if there's never war, wouldn't that mean that those people are just subject to abject despair for the rest of their existence? You can't just say one thing is bad just on the fundamental level. It's more why it's caused. Though I should probably leave philosophy out of this. Oh, Adios. I give thanks for the peace and tranquility thou hast bestowed upon this day. I just flubbed that quite badly. And now for the old guy. Oh my! You appear to be troubled by something, Estelle. Huh? Really? We as humans grow through these afflictions. These are a trial from given to us by the goddess. Adios, who art on high, please guide this beleaguered youth. I think I pronounced that right. This is the only place I've ever seen that word. Anyone's hiding behind here? There sure is a lot of junk around here. I wonder if there's anything interesting. Don't need to go back in there. Right, I think I'm all done. Did I miss somewhere? No, I got in here. I feel like I'm missing it somewhere. Ah, I know where I'm missing. In here. Luke is naughty as all get out these days. Just when I thought he was late getting home, it turns out he ran off to Esmalis Tower of all things. It's a good thing those braces went after him like they did, or who knows what would have happened to him. Oh. I wonder if this is my punishment for spoiling the boy. After you leave, I think it'd be best if I sat down and had a good long talk with my son. Talk will do fuck all. Though the fear of nearly getting eaten by monsters, however, that probably did something. I just want to say I'm grateful that you saved us, and I hate to admit it, but you were pretty cool, Estelle. Not as cool as your dad, of course. he had to get that snidey comment in. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna be a bracer too. I mean, I suppose that's the spirit. Of all the things Pat could have done, he ran off outside of town. Even after I told him so many times how dangerous it is because of roaming monsters. I'm going to have my husband give him a talking to later. Now Pat, if I'm not mistaken, he just got dragged in. Thanks for saving us today, Estelle. I wonder what would have happened to us if you and Joshua hadn't come. Luke might grumble and say some mean things, but I'm sure he's really grateful to you as well, Estelle. Please don't get too angry with him. Honestly, this kid is too good for that Luke guy. Phew, I finally found the book I was looking for. I wonder why it was shelved with Pat's books. Do you know about the 4 massive towers that exist over the Burrow Kingdom? They're really old, and it was written in a book that they might be somehow related to an ancient civilization. Things from the ancient civilization sure do grab the imagination, don't they? Okay, now we've spoken to everyone in town. Now let's go home. Ugh. I'm back. Hey, Joshua? Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk does not sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Especially since nobody got hurt in the end. Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time. And thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than this. Nothing wrong with being a glutton so long as you work it off. I personally eat a massive amount of food. Actually, I wonder if there's a new description. It's getting late. I'm sure Dad's waiting for us, so let's head home. Roger that. Okay, this way. Around the random bend. I suppose it's just to make sure it's not too straight. And the fancy house which I personally would love to live in. Okay. Where is everyone? We're home, Dad! We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got a copy of the Bell News you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild too. A letter? Well, I'm going to get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. Oh, I see you're being rather gracious today. Father is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have only one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is. But she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work, and overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no! Are eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait! Cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on our dinner table. Alright then, let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter seal. A message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over ice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified to be junior bracers, had our first assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You've made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Now hold on a minute. You're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing, that's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. Sure. I'll have to visit a number of places, but it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know. But what are you going to do about all the jobs here in the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Shahrazad to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say? Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter, your father is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're just getting old. If people lose their trust in you... If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45. And what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be going on tomorrow? The one headed for Gransol or the one headed for Bozay? I'll be on the one headed for Gransol. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm clock just in case. That looks like some good whiskey. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You'd better hold off on that liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. Now, something specific about liquor. If it's at home, and your guardians are responsible, and only let you have like a sip or something, then it's fine. Could even be good for your health, since it's, what's the word? An antibacterial agent. What they use in hospitals is ethanol, which is just alcohol, but without the flavorings. So it will clean pretty much your guts out if you have a little bit. But but if you do, only ever do it with permission or if you're old enough, and don't cause trouble. I've been getting so much shit from people around me lately, just getting wankered on the street. Don't. Do it at home or in a pub, and behave yourself. Good God. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff too. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll become a first-class bracer someday. Yet, as at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes. It sure does seem that way, doesn't it? About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these last 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Ominous backstory. And that is going to be the end of the episode. I'll see you next time. Remember, drink responsibly if you are going to drink, and do not drink as a minor without explicit permission, and if you're staying at home and being responsible. Because I know there are some families which allow minors to drink, and I'm not going to bust their balls for that, so long as it is responsibly. I'll see you next time, and have a good day.